Good morning. Today is the $1.75 edit of this look right here from Huda. This is Dollar Tree. Oh, I'm excited. But I'm going to put Huda on this eye and Dollar Tree on this eye, just because I'm panning this and I want to use it. So the first thing that I'm going to put on is Ioni's eye primer. Last night, we had a thunderstorm. It's July 17th today, and it is raining so hard out, but it's like hot too at the same time. It's like, oh man, I can't. Our weather, I think this is bothering my eyeball. I do, or not my eyeball, but my eye skin. Again, I'm keeping everything running here. This is a get ready with me type of video. You guys said you like the long format, so I'm going to give you the long format. Just a brief interruption here. When I was at the tree yesterday, I found the Gisou hair oil, dupe-ish. It looks alike, but it's not a dupe. This is mineral oil, and some of you might be going, mineral oil? But you know, I was watching Lab Muffin. She's a YouTuber on YouTube, and she does it through chemistry. I'm putting on Ioni's mascara in Juniper Black, and she said that mineral oil, she didn't have a problem with it for your hair, because regular oils, like, you know, the oils that have coconut and whatever else in it, can go bad. I didn't know that. I thought all hair stuff had preservatives in it, but I guess not. So I used it last night before going to bed. I put it in my freshly washed hair, because I wash my hair every night, and then I let it air dry or blow dry it. And I put it in, and I only used one drop, and I could tell right away it was different. Like, it's not the same as my Olaplex number 3, or even my Moroccan oil that I have from Fructis, and a few other oils that I have. But it wasn't bad. Like, I wasn't totally greased out or anything. I'm setting my brows with e.l.f.'s Soap Brow. So we'll see. Right now, with my hair, I am taking a year off from wearing it down. I'm taking a year off of straightening it, like with my Dyson, heat styling. Right now, my ends are somewhat thick. I mean, I say somewhat because, come on now. So anyways, I'm enjoying that, and I don't want to have split ends. I don't want to destroy my hair. I want to see, once and for all, if I can grow my hair long by being gentle with it and careful with it. Like, even this low ponytail here, I take it out when I get home from work. So it's only in the ponytail until, or for work. And then I let it out, and I don't care what it looks like after that. I used to care, even on my own, what my hair looked like. Now I don't care. I'm like, okay, we need to get this hair in order. I also am going to be bringing in this Viva Color lipstick. This is 03 Tender Touch. It's a matte lipstick. I wore it yesterday and the day before, because I've worn this look 3 times. This will be the 3rd time. I really like it. I'm going to be using the concealer as well from La Mercerie. And I brought in this LA Colors Shimmer Shadow in Honeysuckle. I'm going to wear this as a highlighter. I did yesterday and I loved it. And I'm bringing in the Mousse Liquid Hybrid Blush from Ioni. This is from the Cowgirl collection, and this is in Shiloh. So we're going to use this as well. So I'm going to line my eyes with LA Colors Matte Liquid Liner. This is weird, keeping you here. Very weird. And I'm just starting it at the end of my eye, bringing it up and using that line like you would for tape. Then I take it from above the crease and I just bring it in. And then I fill it in. And yes, I realize this is a full-on wing. It's how I roll. It should look like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, also guys, I started reading again. I stopped reading because of YouTube, because I could not function. I couldn't read and try and figure out what I was doing here. But that was 17 months ago. And I'm over it now. Like, I don't know. I don't even know where this channel's going. It doesn't matter. But I have to clean up. We need the cleanup crew on aisle 2, please. So anyways, what I was thinking of doing is doing a few book videos as well on what I'm reading. I read thriller, fiction, historical fiction, and I try and get in a New York Times bestseller every month as well, if I can. And I read authors that I've been trying to get to, like right now I'm reading John Grisham. I've read 2 other books already, and I will talk about them in the video. But yeah, I thought that would be fun to introduce the books that I'm reading for the month. I am on Goodreads, and I've really missed it. I have so missed it. I'm so happy to be back to that. So I'm going to put on Cruising from LA Colors. I'm just placing this down as a base. I hope you guys are going to be into that. And you know, I've heard, well, you got to open or do another channel for that. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. It's not going to be interrupting any of the makeup content. I'm only doing 2 videos a week now because I just couldn't keep up. And I mean, neither can Dollar Tree. It can't keep up either. I'm now going to Dollarama to get stuff because that's where that liquid lipstick is from, is Dollarama. And now I've got 7 Dollaramas in my area. So we're going to see. And that is where I got this contour from too, which I love. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm going to be putting that on today as well. The first shade, okay, we're finally here, is shade number 2 from Huda Beauty. This is shade 1. I have it upside down, and that is Utopia. And yes, like I said, I am doing one eye Huda, one eye Dollar Tree because I have to finish this. I understand for some of you, you don't like me doing this format, but I do. So that's what I'm doing. So for the equivalent shade, it is from the Make Me Up palette, and it is shade 4, row 2, shade 2. And I am just putting that in the same spot. Let me know what genre you read in the comments. Like, I'm curious. I usually read about 80 to 100 books a year. I'm not kidding. It's one of my passions. I love reading, and I read it at work. I only do audiobooks because who has time to actually physically read these days? Anybody? The next shade is Vortex, and she's right there. And that is shade 13. And I'm placing this along the lash line into the crease. The way I organize it too is I do it through months. Like right now we're in July, and I'm reading July releases. I know that the John Grisham book wasn't July, but that is just a pick that I wanted to pick from authors I wanted to read. Next, from Chic, is shade 3. That's shade 1. So row 3, shade 1. Same spot. I use Libby, and I have 3 libraries that I have access to on Libby. I'm placing it under the eye too. I forgot to do it on the other side because I got so excited talking about books. I also color. I prefer George Tufexis. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he is a color by number artist. And I just prefer it because I don't have to think. I can color without color by numbers. I mean, I'm not that great at it, going back into Vortex, but I do love it. They do turn out really well, but I have to think. And when I'm coloring, I don't want to think. I just want to follow the color by number patterns. And I want to get back into that. I stopped everything when I started doing YouTube because like I said, when you're first starting out, you don't know what you're doing. And you get excited and, you know, you just want to do you want to do it every day. You go crazy. And then you burn out. I didn't burn out per se, but I just felt like I wanted to do other things in my life as well. Going back into this, like reading and being a person and coloring again. I really want to color again. I have Instagram, and it's Missy Moo and Me, 32. And I have all my coloring on there. Not all of it, because some of it I started late on Instagram, and I had already colored some, and I just didn't put it on. I just started from when I started Instagram. Okay, should look like this. This is beautiful. This eye look was just stunning, and that is why I had to give it to you. The next shade I'm going in with is Frazzled, and it is shade 18. It's right there. Weird combo, right? I forgot to show them to you. Here is Huda. Well, there's Dollar Tree. I'm all over the place. I have a lot going on in my brain right now, other than just this eye look. Yeah, so there's that. I don't know what to do with it, with the book stuff, but I really think that I read enough different type of books. Like, I'm not just a fantasy or thriller girl or a fantasy girl or historical fiction. I read all of it. The next shade, or the equivalent shade for Frazzled, is shade 3 from Le Mercier's Vibrant Shimmer Metallic Eyeshadows, the liquid eyeshadows. And it looks like that. This surprised me. I didn't think this was going to be as good as it is, like, honestly. But I don't take it from this and slap it on. I put it onto my hand as much as I can. I take the Rimmel brush. I have 3 of these. So this brush here is dedicated to liquid eyeshadows. And I just put the brush in and put it all over the lid. And this shade is prettier than Frazzled. It just is. It's more metallic. Well, Frazzled is looking pretty good today. Yesterday when I put it on, it was looking a little dull, but it's looking pretty today. But I am so glad that I found a dupe for Frazzled, because the dupe that I did have, it was okay, but it wasn't exact like this one is. Love it. The next shade is Supermoon, and that is shade 12 right there. It's almost gone. This was one of my favorite colors in this palette. And it's not even a color, it's a hue. Okay, so I'm putting this into the inner corner. White and black are hues, and this is a white, sparkly white with pink shimmer in it. And if you've been here a while, you know I love a good white inner corner. So it's so pretty. The equivalent shade for Supermoon is the new Shimmering Liquid Eyeshadows from Be Pure in Frost. This, if you have the Ioni white shimmer pencil from the Cherry on Top collection, you could throw that in as well, or any white shimmering shade that you have. You don't need any of this stuff. But seriously, these are like, they're not spot on, but they're close enough. And yes, this is so easy to use as well. I'm going to take that same Rimmel brush that I was using and I wiped it off, and I'm just going to blend it. My books too, they're not going to be new releases. Because I stopped reading for 17 months, I have to backtrack. And that's okay, because those books, they were new releases at one point. And they're still just as good as they were when they were released. Well, maybe. I am not a giver of 5 stars easily. Most books sit at 2.5 to 3 stars. If I could do 2.5 stars on Goodreads, I would, but you can't. So I put it up to 3 stars. Sometimes it is a 3-star book, but I've had one book that is a 2.5 already, and one that it was a solid 3, but barely. I guess a 2.75 star one, but you know, you can't do that. And there it is, your high-end look for $8, because it takes 2 eyeshadow palettes and 2 cream products. Okay, so the eyeliner that I'm doing today is going to be Le Mercier, and I'm just following the line right here because it was pretty good, and bringing it in. I think this eyeliner is getting dry. Oh, just wait till you see this lipstick though. It's full on purple. And I was so impressed with it. No, it is not Maybelline. Maybelline is that special child that just is perfect. It's the golden child of liquid lipsticks, let me tell you. Because when I ate yesterday, the inside of the lip came off and I had to reapply it. But I will say this, it had reapplied perfectly. And I brought my lip gloss, my MAC Frozen lip gloss Air, to put over top of it, but I didn't have to. But I thought I was going to have to because I thought that it wasn't going to reapply very well, but it did. So when I saw another one the other day, I had to pick up some of these little things for the hair because, like I said, I'm wearing it in ponytail again for a year, guys, a year. So bear with me here. So when I did that, I saw another one, and it was a metallic color. It was a liquid metallic shade, and it was a purple, and I should have picked it up, but I was like, calm down. You don't need more lipsticks. But now I'm like, okay, I may have to go pick that one up because that liquid lipstick was so good. Let's stop chatting. I'm going to put on the Be Pure Gel Primer. That's all it says. This was duping the e.l.f. Gel Primer. The watermelon one. That. Guys, I'm all over the place. So while I'm letting the gel primer dry, I'm putting on my waterlines. And this is Maybelline's Gel Primer, or Gel Liner. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. And this is Far Out Green from LA Colors. She's lasted a far out long time, let me tell you. But like I said, I can totally recommend these eye pencils from LA Colors. Man, when are we getting another collection from anybody? I don't care who it's from at this point, from the Dollar Tree. Like, what is going on? I'm scrambling here, guys. Thankfully, I have these types of videos for filler, because if I didn't have these videos, I'd have no videos. Here is where I add more mascara. And I've really liked this mascara. I did find one more. They had a full stock of them, but I only picked up one because I can't have mascara sitting there for too long. I think mascara has a shelf life too, even sitting in the packaging. So that's what I did. And I'm hoping that Ioni comes out with more of this as a regular in their line, because I really like it. I haven't even opened the Lancome mascara that I bought yet because I'm using up other ones. And guys, I still have this one from the beginning of fall last year. This is the LA Colors mascara from the eyes and lip bar that came out in fall. So my goodness, I'm behind. Okay, I'll be back. I should have done this earlier, but as we know, I always forget. I'm going to put on the LA Colors Peach Corrector. And it's okay, it dries pretty quickly. Then I'm going to put the Le Mercier concealer over top of it. I'm just using this little beauty blender thing. I'm just throwing it into the inner corner. If I put it out here, I just don't like to put too much product there. And it's only on that one side that I get like vampire lines. So I like to just keep it right here. So here is the full coverage concealer. There is no shade name on here, but it is the lightest one. And it does say 115. You can't read it, but it says 115. So number 115. And is it hydrating? Let me see. Light and creamy. So let's try it. It's a little dark, but that's okay. I don't need it to be light, like, you know, that trend is over, having white under your eyes. That was years ago, that. Now we just want it to cover stuff, I'm assuming. It's not really covering the peach very well. It's okay. My foundation will. And the foundation that I'm using today is going to be the Skin Ink from L'Oreal. This is in 15 Neutral. And you gotta shake it. This has become a real favorite of mine. I think when I first started using it, I didn't shake it enough, which it would go kind of pink when it dried. Because, I mean, you gotta shake it, right? So I think I was putting it on just without shaking it, and the pigments weren't blended, and it would turn pink. So just be aware of that if you do get this foundation. Now, the ease of this and the lastability, this lasts all day, all day. It doesn't crease, it doesn't change color anymore, and it doesn't do anything that it shouldn't do. And it's cheaper than Revlon. This might become my new favorite foundation. I'm not even kidding. This is just unbelievably gorgeous. Don't sit on this. this skin ink from L'Oreal. Give it a try. But like I said, just shake it, or it might turn a different color on you. I love just being able to do that and not get anything on my hand. But it's not even that. It's that, honestly, I think this is even better than the Revlon Color Stay. I do. Revlon needs to get it together. They need to upgrade. Although, I don't want them to change the Color Stay formula. I do not. I love it. But I'm not going to stop buying it. But I might just swing to this formula for a little bit. Okay, so my contour is B color, and I've been calling it C color. Anyways, it's B color in Radiant Tan. Oh my goodness. I just noticed that. Because I've been calling it C Color Cosmetics. Because I was looking at my C Color Cosmetics eyeshadows, and somehow this became C Color Cosmetics. Oh my goodness. I'm also going to use this right here, this Estate, after I get everything on. The Estate contour. It is a gray tone contour, which is perfection. Oh, man. Dollar Tree needs to learn a few things. I'm just putting it right there as well for that little upturned nose illusion. I should use the gray one for that. From, what is this? From Estate. What a weird name. I am panning Ioni's Warm Rose, the liquid blush. So I'm just going to put a dot there and a dot there at the back of the cheek. And I'm using my e.l.f. stipple brush, the small one, and I'm just placing it back here. Remember to get in the hairline. I know I sound like a broken record. See, it's not a lot at all, but it's at least I'm using it. I don't want too much back there. Been there, done that. Now for the Shiloh Mousse Liquid Hybrid Blush. Can't really see. There's no light in here. It looks like there's a lot of light, but there isn't. And I changed this light to a brighter, like 100-watt bulb, and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. It did in my everyday life, but for filming it didn't. This packaging. Look at that. Like, here's Fenty. Like, this is so much prettier than Fenty even. This is high-end, the packaging. So I'm placing this on the apples of my cheek. I love this color. Oh my goodness. It's probably too much. But a liquid blush can sometimes tend to disappear a lot quicker than a powder blush. It's just the nature of the beast. Look at the shade. I'm putting it over my nose as well. It's supposed to be summer, but it is raining. A YouTuber named Jen, I can't remember the rest of her name. She moved here. How are you liking it, Jen? Jen Loves, I think that's what it is. It's like, yeah, it wasn't a very good year to move here for summer, that's for sure. She moved to the island, which is a hop, skip, and a jump away from where I am, but you have to take a ferry. I don't know why you moved to the island. I don't know. I couldn't pay me. No offense to all my island watchers. Okay, as promised, this eyeshadow, Loose Shimmer Shadow in Honeysuckle as my highlighter. So what I was doing, or what I did, you got to take this stupid thing out. Like, it's useless. I don't even know why that's there. And I have to put it on with the stipple brush. You just dump some in to there. And I just put the stipple brush in. So it's on it. And watch. Oh. And it works perfectly with this blush, the Shiloh blush from Ioni. What is wrong with me? I can never get blush out. Yes, it's flying everywhere because it is a loose shimmer shadow. Just don't breathe. But I'm never going to use this eyeshadow, ever. So I'm now going to use it as my highlighter for sure. This is beautiful. Guys, look at that. Oh my gosh. This came up randomly as a pick, so I didn't know what to do with it. So I just threw it on my cheek. Just put back the excess back into it. Put your little brush back, and you're done. Okay, now for Estate bronzer. It looks like, or bronzer, contour. It looks like that. It's gray toned. And I just stick it right there. Right in the most hollow part of my cheek. Just there. Do you see that? I'm not going back, and I'm not going forward. I'm just going right there. You'll probably see it better here. Just there. And of course I blend it. Look at, like, instant. cheekbones. Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes with my heated eyelash curler. This coffee made me shaky. My kick-ass coffee from Kicking Horse. I stopped using pods. I don't want the plastic. So I do a pour over in the morning, and it's stainless steel, I guess, little cuppy thing that you use to put your coffee in. And I just do it that way now. I mean, of course, I'm not opposed to using my Keurig. I'm not. Like, if I don't want to, go through all the hassle of doing my kettle and all that, I will use it. But for the most part, I've just found that, every time I have one now, I'm like, no, I need to do my pour over. It's so much better. Still panning this. Look how much I've used of that, though. This is the brow color from LA Colors in Universal. And I've said I'm going to do this in every video, show my eyebrow routine. I start at the front of the brow and I just outline it to the end of the eye. Then I flip it up or flick it up from the lash line, from the line that I created. Can she talk? No. I am a total right brain girl. The left brain doesn't know what it's doing. Right brain is artistic. Left brain is your scholar. And I just don't have any scholar brain. I'm just flicking it up. I am adding more product to the brush. And then I'm going in with LA Colors dark brown pencil to add dimension. And I'm just taking it from the line that I created right here and flicking up. And that just creates hair-like strokes. So this is your underpainting and this is your... It's what makes the magic happen. I can't think today, guys. And there it is. I almost forgot. Now for the lipstick. This right here from Viva Color. I'm using MAC's Grape Expectations as my lip liner. And what I almost forgot was I forgot I was showing you all the steps. So here it is. That was exciting. I love this lip liner. It is one I will be buying for life. Now, look at this gorgeousness. Oh, anything purple, and it has me at hello. Look how beautiful that goes on. Yes, I'm redipping because I want the intensity. It smells a little chemical fruit. It's not a bad smell, though. Oh, I love this color. I'm just going to add a little bit more lip liner just to even out the line. And you do this while your matte lipstick is still wet. I think I put on too much. I just got to put on a little bit more of this. I will say that this formula is a little sticky. But I noticed the other time I wore my Maybelline that it was a little sticky too. I think it depends on the color. Guys, here is the finished look, guys. It is so pretty. Don't mind my eyeliner. I messed up. It's okay. I'm going to clean a house and it's raining. I'm going to get wet and sweaty and gross and so whatever. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe give it a hype, guys. It would help me out so much. And thank you for being here and thank you for watching. And you have a wonderful day.